Long ago in China lived a girl named Mulan. Her father was a retired general and had come home sick. One day, the emperor sent his officials to announce that the war was imminent. By order of the emperor, one man from every family must serve in the imperial army. Mulan knew that her father would never survive another battle. He was sick and old. She did not have a brother. There was only Mulan who could take her father's place. But women were not allowed in the battlefield. She was sad. She came up with a plan to save her father's life. The next morning, Mulan quietly sneaked into her parents' bedroom. She took her father's sword and armor and cut her long, beautiful hair. Mulan disguised herself as a man. She put on her father's uniform and left the house. Mulan the hero. Mulan looked like a young soldier going to war. The warriors accepted him, for this was her plan to pretend to be a boy and take her father's place in the army. When Mulan's parents discovered what she had done, they were shocked. Masquerading as a soldier was a crime, and if Mulan were caught, she would be killed. But she was a brave soldier. On the battlefield, she saved the life of the emperor. The emperor praised her and said Mulan had saved China. Nobody could recognize her. They thought she was the man. She fought bravely but was injured. When the doctors treated her, it was revealed that she was a woman. Finally, everybody got to know that she was Mulan. Mulan brought honor to her family and made her father proud. She was a hero in China. The Melon and the Professor. Once, Wu Kaio, a Chinese professor, sat in the shade of a tree in his garden. His eyes fell on a watermelon lying on the ground, covered with its green leaves. Then he saw the fig tree with many figs on it. He said to himself, I think the big melon should grow on this big tree. This tree is so strong, it can easily bear the burden of large fruits like the watermelon. He then looked at the vine and said, You are so thin and small, you should bear small fruit like the fig. I think mistakes are made in creation. At that very moment, a fig dropped from the tree on his nose. He was a little hurt. He shook his head and said, I was so wrong. If the fig tree bore a large fruit like the watermelon, and if it dropped on my nose, I would have been killed. It can be dangerous for people. Lose the axe, suspect the neighbor. Once, a man lost his axe. He searched for it all over but could not find it. He suspected that it had been stolen by his neighbor's son. He began observing the child's expressions, words, and actions and thought the child was a thief. Thus, he concluded that the neighbor's son stole it. He said, I always thought that the boy was no good. On the second day, he went up the mountain to chop firewood. There behind the tree, he found his lost axe. Now, he finally remembered that he had only forgotten his axe while resting under the tree. He regretted suspecting his neighbor's son. When he returned home, he took another look at the child's behavior, words, and actions. Nothing seemed to suggest that he was the thief. After this, Chinese people started using the phrase, lose the axe and suspect the neighbor, to describe careless suspicions.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.